What's up, everybody? John Charmijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and WAN stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. CDs, tapes, and vinyl this time. And I'm going to be doing a label showcase video for you guys. And this is going to be about a label that's based out of Austin, Texas, entitled Flesh Vessel. They're a record label that specialize in putting out different and unique sorts of styles of black metal and death metal, but also have ties to some other really awesome labels. For example, if a label puts out something on tape, Flesh Vessel might put it out on CD, or if some label puts out a vinyl, Flesh Vessel will do a tape, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of intriguing sorts of connections going on here with this label, but there has been some seriously great things to come from this label. The potential is outstanding, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for them, for that label in particular. But I'm going to be talking about a handful of releases that have just been put out through the label, and I can assure you there's going to be a second part to this video in the very near future. But let me get started with the CDs first. Interestingly enough, how I started a collection update video with this band, and I'm going to do it one more time here. This is Antichrist Siege Machine with Morbid Triumph. Of course, this is the CD version of the album. Stygian Black Hand put out the vinyl version, and I'm not really going to say too much about this than what I've already said previously, but just a quick little refresher. These guys are a duo based out of New York. War metal, black metal, death metal. Just a very, very tight-knit EP. 19 minutes of just straight-up visceral chaos. Absolutely awesome stuff from front to back. Very memorable songs, very noisy, very chaotic. I still have a great time listening to this, but now it's nice in a convenient sort of CD packaging, so I'll show you right here. Same artwork, same sort of idea going on here. The two band members, logos for Stygian Black Hand and Flesh Vessel. Very bare bones sort of layout here, same band photo that you would see from the band. Of course, this is on a Pro CDR. Nothing on the back of here, just a Pro CDR. Good stuff. But yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Go support Antichrist Siege Machine. They deserve your time and attention. This next CD I'm going to show you is a very, very important one to me, because this band had so much going for them with their debut demo, but then to find out that the next release that they were going to be putting out would be the last release really surprised me. I have no idea why this is the last release, but if this is the way they choose to go out in a bang and a blaze of glory, then this is the way to do it. Yeah, this is Ritual Decay with Incendiary Provocation. Yeah, another Flesh Vessel release, and these guys are based out of Tennessee, and a couple of years ago this band put out a demo entitled The Conquering Darkness. Everything about that demo was phenomenal. The guitars, the vocals, the drumming. Just getting to see this band live was literal hellfire and brimstone. Everything about that project was just so phenomenal, and it made me think to wonder if there was going to be anything new from them in the future. Of course, ever since that time, their vocalist, Seth, went on to join Morbus 666, and in my humble opinion, he is one of the best frontmen, not only for Texas metal, but also extreme metal in general. His stage presence, his stand full of bones and all sorts of freaky, fire-breathing sorts of shit going on, it's just rowdy. He's an insane frontman. But for this final Ritual Decay release, the 3 songs that are on here really show you what kind of band this truly is and how far they've come along with their style of music. It's just straight up filthy, raw, aggressive, blasphemous black and death metal. And the 3 songs that are on here are just so venomous, so hateful, so vitriolic, a complete stand against religion and all that sort of stuff. I mean, Lucid Sonority of Death and Holocaust, Imperial Dominance, absolutely brilliant songs, brilliant songwriting, brilliant lyrics, just an overall final statement from this band. It's just so crazy. But yeah, let me show you the contents of the CD here. There you see this new Ritual Decay logo. Love this little hand thing with the clubs and the axes and the swords and daggers. It's rowdy. There you see the band members in question. Flesh Vessel, Ritual Decay. Yeah, very crazy stuff. There you have a Pro CDR here with the artwork. Black backdrop. This little art thing right here. The Brute is in the brain. The Brute in the brain. Folded out, you have the credits and information and lyrics for all 3 of the songs. Very top-notch layout done here for this CD release. But yeah, I can't recommend this Ritual Decay EP enough. If you're into fiery black and death metal, this is the one to check out. Ritual Decay, Incendiary Provocation. Go support this great release. Now we move on to the tapes. We have some very diverse stuff going on here, and we're going to start off with some Swedish heavy rock. This is Doom Duo with... yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it, but yeah. This is a 2-piece band based out of Sweden, and this band plays a very intriguing sort of style of psychedelic metal, influenced by heavy metal, hard rock, doom, sludge, just some very crazy and chaotic sort of influences going on here. This is a very, very long album, and really this is something you need to make the time and effort to digest and pay attention to. Listening to this song, listening to this album feels extremely ritualistic in a way. You put it on and you let the riffs and the vocal stylings just hypnotize you and control you and give you a sense of what's going on with this album. It's some very, very entrancing and dark stuff. I mean, songs like Acceptance, I Am Dead, Satan Come to Me. You already know what you're going to be in for with a project like Doom Duo in this debut full length here. But yeah, let me show you the contents of the J card here. There's this skull artwork here, very nicely done. Doom Duo right here. Side A, Side B, you have this additional artwork here. Very nice Pro J card done here. And this comes on a very gorgeous gold Pro tape. There you see Side A, Side B. Very, very good stuff. Yeah, like I said, this is a very, very long record. It's definitely something you have to make the time for to digest and check out. But yeah, Doom Duo, that. I'm going to leave you a link to pretty much all this shit anyway, so you'll find out what it's called. Next up, we move to France for some sludgy black metal. This is HEIR with a Servi. Yeah. These guys are based out of France, and this is their debut EP from, I want to say, 2016. And this band plays a very straight-to-the-point traditional mixture of sludge and black metal. More black metal influence more than anything. But with this particular EP, you have an idea of what type of band HEIR is all about. Their vocals, very entrancing sort of riffs, very awesome delivery. 3 very intriguing tracks on here: Descent, Upon the Masses, and Sectorism. 3 very lengthy tracks, I should say, but within every single track that's on here, you get something very special. And I believe this band has put out material since then, and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be more great things to come from a band like HEIR in the very near future. But let me show you the contents of the J card real quick. There you see the artwork here for this album, for this EP here. Very nicely done. Track listing. Same track listing when you open the J card. And you have lyrics for all the tracks. And this very, very badass piece here. Credits and information. Very nicely done J card. And this comes on a black Pro tape. Very nice black Pro tape. Program repeats on both sides. Very solid stuff, and I'm very excited to have something like this in the collection. Very impressive French black metal. This is HEIR with a Servi. And the last of the tapes is some black metal, mysterious black metal, I should say, from Spain. Yeah, sorry for the glare there. This is VITREOUS with Chance of Deprecation. Yeah. This was released in 2017, and this is another one of those black metal projects that has a shroud of secrecy going for them. We don't know who's involved, we don't know who plays what or is involved with what, but this is the very first release from a band like VITREOUS, and it's a 4-track EP affair, and you get some really killer black metal with these 4 tracks. It's almost frightening sounding upon the first listen. If you get into stuff like maybe, say, Alterage, maybe, you may find something to enjoy with this VITREOUS EP. Listen to the tracks Sorrowful, Despise, and Unseelie. I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably butchered that pronunciation, but whatever. Those 2 tracks really get to me the most. I mean, the riffs, the vocals, it's a very crazed sort of sound going for this band, and I really had a great time listening to this demo, or EP, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what to properly call it, because there's really not a lot to know about this band, other than the fact that they're named VITREOUS, they're based out of Spain, and they put out some absolute hellfire with this Chance of Deprecation release. But yeah, let me show you the artwork here. Very, very nicely done. I love this band logo. Track listing on the J card. Blank artwork. Yeah. VITREOUS is the gathering of a double malfunction into nothingness. Yeah, it's 2 people, and we don't know who these 2 people are. It's very crazy. But yeah, it comes on a chrome-tinted pro tape. Love the art, the logo drooping onto the tape logo itself. Very nicely done here. Program repeats on both sides. Very, very impressive black metal from Spain. So yeah, VITREOUS with Chance of Deprecation. And the last 2 things I'm going to show you are some records. And this first record is a very intriguing piece of black metal to come from Latvia, of all places. This is ESCHATOS with the Grand Noir. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this is their debut full-length from 2016, and this was just put to vinyl through Flesh Vessel. But yeah, based out of Latvia, and they have a very intriguing sort of black metal sound, an almost depressive, progressive, psych sort of sound going for them with this stuff. I mean, musically, it's very solid and very welcoming in a way. I mean, listening to tracks like the Grand Near Rising, The First, The Last, and The Living. There's even a silencer cover towards the end, Sterile Nails and Thunderbolts. Yeah, very, very interesting sort of cover track chosen by this band. But yeah, you can definitely see what type of influences a band like ESCHATOS is all about. Psychedelic, depressive, not so much psychedelic, but progressive. Progressive, depressive black metal. You can definitely feel that in the vocals, the riffs, the keys, the drum work. Just the overall sound and atmosphere of this release is something interesting. But yeah, I'd love to see and hear more from this project in the future. But yeah, here's the front cover. Nice matte finish on the jacket. Beautiful artwork here. Back cover. Track listing and credits. And this is a pretty bare bones sort of vinyl. It just comes on a vinyl. I believe this is limited to 300 copies, but I could be wrong. 300 to 200 copies, but it's standard black vinyl. Dig the center labels with the black sort of engulfing the center label here, if you can get to see it a little closer. Very, very nicely done record. Good quality, good sound, very well executed. But yeah, if you're into progressive, depressive sorts of styles of black metal, check out ESCHATOS with the Grand Noir. And the last thing I'm going to show you is an album that I reviewed on this channel sometime last year, and seeing this album get the vinyl treatment is a very, very, very cool thing. This is Helleborus with the Carnal Sabbath. Yeah. This is the debut full-length from this band. Of course, this is another project I reviewed. I won't really say too much than what I've already said in the past. If you've seen the review, you know what I'm talking about. But for those unfamiliar, this is a band based out of Colorado. It is a project from the Houseman brothers, two very distinctive characters from within the Colorado metal world. They were involved in projects like Execration, but they've since expanded their horizons into some very intriguing sorts of styles of black metal. Very esoteric, very dark, very traditional sounding stuff, and it turned out into a very, very impressive sort of release here, with tracks like Coils, Colored Spores of Yugoth, The Poison of Sleep, to even the title track. It's just very, very impressive sounding black metal. And this band is currently staying active, playing live shows, making a big impact, and hopefully more new music will come from them in the future. But I still think this is a very awesome album and it holds up quite nicely. So anyway, here's the front cover. Love this album cover art and detail here. Back cover. Love this artwork here. And I believe this is the first vinyl to be released through Flesh Vessel. Gatefold, more very detailed artwork here, and there you have the track listings, and on the bottom here you have the credits, and it's another bare bones sort of vinyl thing. It's just a gatefold, it's a double LP, and standard black vinyl. Site C and D here, dig the center labels on here, very, very nicely done here, another great sounding record. But yeah, Helleborus, the Carnal Sabbath, definitely a worthy vinyl release here. And with that said, I'm going to conclude this video. I'm going to leave you some links to some of the bands that I talked to you about here in this video, and I will also link you to the Flesh Vessel web store where you can purchase everything that I showed you in this video today. You can also purchase through the Bandcamp, and also keep an ear out for some of the future releases that are going to be put out through Flesh Vessel within 2018. Like I said, I have a feeling that there will be a second part to this video. I don't know when or how, but it will happen in 2018 hopefully. So yeah, definitely check out all these releases. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until next time, Army out.